It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your sales are? What's going on, my favorite people on the internet? It is I, James. 22 years selling full-time on eBay and still haven't got my redoptionagency.com thing fixed. I keep forgetting about it. Today's been a very interesting day. So, I thought I heard Courtney. So we were taking some paperworks down to our tax guy, personal paperworks and stuff, and what is it? And we noticed that he was asking why the eBay account business was coming in under Jan's name and her social instead of the business and the EIN number. And I'm like, huh. There she is. It's a baby girl. I'm like, don't that have something to do with when you change this over to an S Corp? She's wanting some rubbings. She's rubbing my leg. And he goes, that shouldn't have. So when I got home, I checked eBay. And apparently it has it listed as a sole proprietor instead of an S Corp. Now, I could have made that mistake. But I'm like, huh? Because a couple of years ago, I changed it to an S Corp. And I'm just wondering if it was like a drop down or something and I accidentally messed up and it popped the sole proprietorship in instead. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I tried to edit it and it wouldn't let me. I'm like, huh. So I called in and she talked to a lot of different people and there's no way to change it on eBay. The account is a sole proprietor now and it cannot be changed back to the business account, the EIN, even though all that information's there. Like the business name's there, the EIN's there, but I guess I accidentally clicked sole proprietor somehow, which I don't know how I made that mistake, but it's possible. But so yeah, so it's all coming in under Jan's name, which is weird because she's like, the account's in your wife's name now, but you're social, but yet all the business information's in there. So it's just like, it's got everything, but yet it's like picking and choosing. I don't know what to use, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused by the whole damn thing, to be honest with you. Because we were a C Corp and changed to an S Corp. So I went in to change the eBay to an S Corp and somehow something got twisted. So the only difference now will be that we have to fill out an extra form at the end of the year that shows this money belongs to not Jan, belongs to the EIN, the business account. So I don't know. I have no idea. It's just a complete mess. So she said the only way to go about it is to start a new account and to start all over. I'm like, well, I ain't doing that. So we'll just have to fill out an extra form at the end of the year. So, I don't know. Not sure. Weird situation. All right, got some items to pull, so we're gonna get to pulling, and then maybe we'll talk about some of the issues that were going on with eBay today, and happened as I was calling in also. So let's go. I said let's go. I forgot to get into what happened, the money wise thing. So we were at 430, and I'm at $397, but I've been stuck in the 300s since 12:30. So if you didn't notice, there was server issues going on, and while I was on the phone, and I was in my eBay trying to change it. I was on the phone with her, and she was experiencing the server failures at the same time I was. So she put in a ticket for it, but I'm guessing it was pretty widespread. So a lot of people knew about it. So, but yeah, $397 at going to be going on 5. So 400 by 5. Not going to complain, but it's just that all the sales were between 9 a.m. and, well, most of them is sales, between 9 a.m. and 12:30. And then since then, nothing until after 3. A little after 3, it started popping on again, 3:09. So at 3:09 got one, 3:10 got one, 3:40 got one, and then 2 so far in the 4 o'clock hour, and now another one in the 4 o'clock hour. So it looks like it's back on track again. So that's good to see. But yeah, and during that time down, there was the server failure. Back to that old one, it's not you, it's us, server failure thing. So, okay, enough. Let's get into what's sold. All right, first up, we've got Erykah Badu on CD. That sold for $6. All right, coming out of the storage room, we've got Steppenwolf on vinyl. That sold for, took an offer for $5 on that. S46A, baby girl. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right. We got the EIU. Did I look what this was? Eastern Illinois Panthers. Youth baseball cap. That sold for $6. Next up, we've got a lot of 20 DVDs sold for $12.30 to a viewer. So I'll throw in a little Vern sticker. So thank you for the purchase. S15. We've got Grimlock. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Sold for $25. Next up, we've got a little Mickey Mouse figure, Engineer. That sold for $8. Had to run upstairs and grab that. Whew. All right, we're off to the West Wing. Light it up. Can you tell my old resurfacing machine was over here? Splatter on the walls. This is actually the exact spot and the exact table that my resurfacing machine used to be on here. When I had sold on Amazon, I actually had a full-time resurfacer person, a friend of mine. He'd come over for about 4 to 5 hours a day and do nothing but resurface the CDs I sold. That's how many CDs I used to sell on Amazon all the time. So, used to sell a lot. This is one of the items I sold while I was at the tax office, and it is a Chewbacca hoodie jacket with the covering face. Sold for $16. How hard is this going to be with one hand? I like it when it's easy. We got Honduras baseball cap. That sold for $10.50. Whoops. Going to Z16. Trying to do this with one hand. Ta-da! me finish with one hand. He does it. He's a special kind of talent. We got a polo hat that sold for $16. Yeah, $16. That is all from the West Wing. Most of it's in the East Wing. So, all right. Went to the East Wing, the dark room. We got Disturbed promo sampler cassette. That sold for $8. Got another Toby Keith CD. Or, yeah, that's Toby. He's the one that passed away, right? I've already forgot the person who passed away. Sold for $8. We got Life is Good t-shirt. That sold for $10. DNA Party Tested cassette sold for $6. Banned from the Planet CD sold for $10. I just put this up yesterday, I think. The Dave Glover Show. Don't know who that is. Sold for $10. This was just put up, I think, yesterday also. Came out of the same stack as the Dave Glover. And that sold for $13.50. We got a Mizzou. Sold for $9. And a Tyler, TU. So I guess Tyler University. Sold for $8. So that's all so far. Nothing new. So still at $397 then, right? No, we're with that Disturbed, we're at $411 at exactly 5 o'clock. So not bad. Could have been better without those server issues today, because I was on fire. Fire, 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 fire. It's on fire today, man. Let's do some questions and comments. James, I've been watching you for about the last year. I enjoy your videos because when eBay seems funky, you give me ideas to try. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But I still think you're very knowledgeable and helpful. My sales have been total crap since December. I don't know if you have specifically said if you do flat or dynamic promotions. Flat. I've tried dynamic before in the past when I was doing 15 to 20, and I seem to get worse results than I did at 15 to 20. That's why I was always kind of afraid to go down in the flat to where I'm at now, 3 to 5, because of the dynamic was less than, most of the stuff was less. There were still some that were hats that pushed 17%, but I seem to do worse with dynamic. So, but maybe now I got a whole new way of looking at it. Might be something to try in the future. I just typically do dynamic and leave off the caps. Each time I try something else, I get 0 sales for days. Thanks again for all you share with us. Oh, and I noticed as long as I keep best offer turned on, I get watchers and a few sales. However, once they turn them on, it's crickets. Huh. Weird. Well, thank you for your words. You are doing a great job. Thanks for the inspiration. Thank you. Seller Hub was completely down at around 2:30 to 3. Yeah, it was from like 12:30 to about 3 was when I was noticing the issues. My sales are average. Someone says excuses. Not sure what they're referring to in this morning's video. Excuses that sales turned on after 9? I don't know. I found this funny the other day. I was in the middle I was on the mobile, hit selling, said I had 19 send offers, then clicked on them, not there, refreshed, all gone but 6. Yeah, I've always noticed that I don't use the mobile, but I've always noticed that there's numbers there that don't match up with what I see on the desktop. That's always been like an issue for me, so I never even pay attention to them anymore. But yeah, I had posted about the server being down and about being on the phone with the rep while it was down, so she noticed it too. So some of these are going to be on that. Damn, mine has been down for a few days now too. I'm over this. At least you got your quota before it happened. Let's see. Well, I don't feel as bad about my no sales in 12 hours with 500 items. eBay changed something for sure. I hear you don't manage your store correctly and you had to lay off all your employees due to the economy. At least you're not lying to your viewers telling them that. Technical issues are fluent again here. Mark. So frustrated with eBay right now. Can't list, revise, etc. Grr. Grr. Right now I see server issues. It's not you, it's us. Server problems. Yes. Don't do anything, especially end and sell similar. I can't even create sales. Everyone hit James like button and turn on post notifications. Subscribe also. Thank you for that. I always forget to say it. I'm kind of, all right. I had to make sure this wasn't like one of those spam statements. I work in research and I have new interns every 6 months to a year. After 15 years of working in it, I get the same comments as some of these comments. So I decided to let them take the reins on some stuff since they think they know a better way. I can tell you 100% of the time without a doubt, I get asked for help and then they listen. I understand there's constructive criticism, but those comments are not constructive at all, just complaining back at someone they think is complaining. If you want to give legitimate constructive criticism, give examples and reasons on what you think is a better way. Thanks, James, for the video. A researcher who just got back into reselling. Nice. Well, good luck on your journey. You will sell nothing and be happy. I recognize that, but I don't remember the accent. Was it a Russian accent? You will sell something. You will sell nothing and be happy. I probably ruined it. Sorry. I was just dealing with server errors 1:30 Eastern and it continues. These were before I even posted about it, I think. I can't even do sell similar as the server error box comes up. I'm laughing at the guy who says all you need to know on eBay is what brands sell and where to get them. I learned there's a lot more than that in 18 years. I have never paid anyone for my knowledge. I learned it all from experience. And I hadn't got any international sales or offers that I noticed today, and the last 2 offers were international offers. So that's a little good plus popping in. One Australian, this one's in Euro. So that's good to see. Positive news there. I just set 2 offers and both were never shown as sold. Yes, and I see you've got the answer too on this comment, because that is, if you don't know, eBay is changing over to where when you take an offer, it doesn't sell it until they pay, but it's not on everything yet. It's not across the board. It's here and there. So it will stay active even after you accept it until they pay. a nice way to not have as many non-paying bidders. It just, like I said, messes up the whole combined order situation. So, great video. Well, thank you. And I guess that is all. Busy morning for me too. Literally sold my average items per day in an hour. Nice. Glad you're joking with the trolls. That's probably the best way to deal with them. Yeah, it's just about the way, you know, if people want to be constructive, they do it in a non-demeaning way. And then that's when you get people's attention and pay attention. You know, you're more, what's the words I'm looking for? Your statements are more acceptable or more, I cannot believe I've been having such problems talking lately. Like, they're just going to garner my attention more than just coming at negative. And that's why my joke now is going to be K1, so meaning kindergarten. So if you see any of those and you want to hit K1 as an inside joke, since there's probably no no trolls that made it this far into this video, it can be a little inside joke with us, and just put K1. K1, the kindergarten class. But I noticed too, like tax stuff, I'm glad I just pay somebody that I don't have to deal with stuff, because today my anxiety level is so high. I didn't sleep well last night knowing I had to go to the tax office today. It's just something about taxes just, I think it's because a lot of the issues we went through in the past where things were done wrong. It was just a nightmare. So I had almost like a PTSD type of thing when it comes to taxes for me. So it took me a good while before I even was able to get home and calm down, and because then I had to call eBay and try to figure out what was going on there, which now hopefully that don't potentially lead to more problems with taxes and stuff. But you know, I don't know why they didn't give me a reason, or she didn't give me a reason. She called back from eBay, but she didn't give me a reason why you can't change it. So I don't understand the reasoning why you can't change it from a sole to a corporation when it was it's always been a corporation. So I have no clue. I think it originally was like an LLC and then a C Corp, and then we changed to an S Corp. But I don't know. When the first started eBay, it was all done in my name until it became a business, made enough money, then it went into the business name. Because I think that was only like 4 or 5 months. So that was before we actually had a business established. Maybe 6 months. Maybe more like 8 months. Because I think it was July 2021, maybe. I don't even remember. But yeah, I didn't get a reason to why you couldn't change it back, even though the EIN number and everything is there on eBay. It's all, I don't know. I have no clue. But Taxman didn't seem too concerned about it. Said we just fill out an extra piece of paper. So guess it won't be a big deal. Nothing to worry about. But still, it's been a high anxiety day for me, just dealing with all that crap. So I just gotta calm down. I just now started listing half hour before I came down to pool. So just now getting some clothes listed. So, all right. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.